So here we are back for another weekend at lovely North Kilworth Wharf. Plan this weekend is to get some paint on this last handrail and do some battening on the inside on the port side. That means moving all of the workbench and bed to this side, and we'll clear all the upper battening ready for this side and start doing some of that. We'll see how much we get done. First things first though is get this washed and painted. I was looking at this side and it's all done well. You can see where there's water holding in into the corner there, so that's where I wanted to get the paint on. Looking at the side of the boat, it looks like the rust has come through, but it hasn't. It all wipes away. I think somebody's been sandblasting the boat near because there's all these bits on the top as well. So yeah, so there's a lot of debris on the boat, so I thought I was worried that there was rust coming through the paint, but it just looks like somebody's had their boat sandblasted since I've been here last. This all looks fine, we'll wash that all off, it'll be fine. But yeah, first things first, get to painting this handrail. Handrail done. Next order of business is move all this lot from this side to this side and start prepping for the evening. Yeah, bit of a job. Yeah, let's get on with that. Nearly 4 o'clock, it's nearly dark. I've got the important bits done, the coffee machine. This feels familiar, moving everything from one side of the boat to the other. Haven't done it in a while though. It's getting there, getting there. Just the workbench to do now. It's about 5:30. Feels about 9-10 o'clock at night. It's so dark out. The cool thing about building your own workbench and things like that is you know how to unbuild them. So I've stripped it back down, going to rebuild it on this side with some additions and just change a couple of things about it. I mean, this lot I did in the middle of the night. I couldn't use a saw, didn't want to wake anybody up, so it's a bit haphazard and all over the place, so I'm going to rebuild this a little better, I think. Yeah, and since the phone's been charging, I've been working on a new workbench, something a little bit sturdier. Okay, so here is our topless new workbench. It's pretty much the same as before, it's a bit more sturdy. I can pull it off the wall because the last one was held on with a batten, like the kitchen. Redone the drawer, so it's exactly the same. And made a bigger shelf with more reinforcement underneath for more of the tools and the battery packs and stuff like that. So it's getting to be about 10 o'clock. Not done any battening at all or cleaning down. I've just been rebuilding the workbench. Cut the edges off so that the edges are now nice and sturdy so you can work on them. It's now also freestanding on 4 legs, so it doesn't have to be wedged up against the wall. I've replaced the bottom shelf for a much bigger, much stronger one. Just putting bits away now, just populating it. So it's quite good. It's got power at both ends. It's got a 4-way with USB on that end. It's got a single slot free on this end. So yeah, really good, much sturdier, much stronger, and I'll bring a vice from home next week if I remember. So yeah, now the boat is now quite a bit of a mess with the leftover bits that I've not used and all the bits of the sawdust on the floor that when I've been cutting the wood, so we'll get it tidy up. I've kept all the bedding in that bin sealed away from the elements, hopefully it won't be so damp when I get into bed tonight. But yeah, it's been a fun night. Just been messing about really with tools, rebuilding the workbench. It's been loads of fun, really enjoyed it. Late Saturday morning, I've cleared the space all the way down the port side, rebuilt the workbench, that's loads better, ready to get working on the upper battening. I've also redone these boards, stuck them all together to make a solid board so they can be held in by the frame without any supports behind them. That one as well. Yeah, it was a little weird having a bed on this side, quite like it. Yeah, it's nice to try different things. battening done and the cleaning down. It's made a lot of mess again. It's taken about 2.5 hours to do this much. Continuing onto the hatch. We've got quite a bit of mess, even though I've tried to tidy up as I go. It's still creating a lot of mess. Still breathing a lot of it, still getting it in my eyes regardless of the safety glasses. But we're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. While there's still a little bit of light left, I'd like to come and have a look at the state of the paint up here. Yeah, it's really thick. It's really good. Quite happy with that. Nice thick coat of black paint on it. Actually, I really like the look of the two black handrails and the black mushroom vents. Yeah, I think that looks sick. That's great. Then with the sides all black with some grey boxes later. I think it's going to be very subtle. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Past 6, got this end done a little bit, but I haven't really progressed any further. So this end is now cut back and battened. So that's a bit of progress. I'm totally burnt out from this. It's a lot more work than you think. Call it a night and take the drive home and get a shower and get all of this out of my eyes. It's been good. One more session to finish off the upper battening, I think, and replace the hatch. I keep thinking I've not done very much, but then I've shifted everything to this side and rebuilt the workbench, so I'm like going, but I've only done like half the battening. Why do I feel like destroyed? It's like, oh wait a minute, we shifted everything, we like resorted all of the tools, resorted all of the toolboxes, resorted all of the spare wood, you know, finished up some of the cleaning down this side, did a little bit of painting outside. So it's not been that bad a weekend, you know. I've reboarded this end up a couple of times, stopped the draft coming in, and I've solidified the two hatch covers. So yeah, it feels like I've not done a lot, but I've done a bit. That's everything vacuumed up and cleared away now. Got the last corner cleaned down. There's still a few more to do. I've got from the window through this other window to the hatch left to do. I didn't really fancy doing it tonight. I feel absolutely worn down. There's a lot of arms above your head, lots of tension on the knife, pressing through, just holding the phone up, making my arm feel like jelly. But yeah, we got the last little bit of the corner cleaned down at least. So yeah, it's only a tiny little bit more to do. And then that's all the upper battening finished. There'll still be a little bit of clean down on the roof, little bits like that to do that I haven't paid attention to be honest. I think there'll be a little bit of cleaning down to do for ages, to be honest, as we find little bits here and there that don't fit. So next time I'll make a new frame for the window out of the 18mm deep wood to match all the battens, and we'll finish off the battening. Yeah, and then it'll be on to another project. It's been a fairly productive weekend. Doesn't feel like I've got a lot done as I've just basically moved everything for the first night. But it was really good fun making the bench again. Made a much better setup, much sturdier, much deeper bench at the back. Still kept the drawers, still kept the rack for the extension cable, and a spot for the vacuum to come out the back when the chop saw is needed. So that was quite a lot of fun. But yeah, it's been a good one. It's been a bit weird having the bed on the other side, but I quite like it. So now it's thrown my layout plans completely out the window. Really don't know what I'm doing now. I'm going to have to start buckling down there because we're getting to the point where I'm going to have to start laying some cabling and starting thinking about layouts for lighting and stuff like that. So lots to think about. So yeah, have a good week everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you're all having fun out there.